republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Travis, roll call.
Yes. Mayor Wellington,
Here.
Councilmember Campbell,
Here.
Councilmember Ring,
Here.
Councilmember Mays,
Here.
Councilmember Bakke,
Here.
Councilmember Pringle,
Here.
Councilmember Jones,
Here.
All right, everyone is present. All right, so we will kick off our public comment for tonight, and just as a reminder, we'll go through each of you individually. If you have something that you want to address to this council, please feel free to do so. We will start the timer, and Travis, are you able to get that? So we allot 5 minutes for each person to address council. So I'm going to actually start in the back over here. The two gentlemen, either one of you, would you like to address council?
Absolutely. Stand up or podium.
Up to you. If you stay there, either way, please state your name so everybody at home, we live stream so everyone at home can hear you. And the camera will catch you back there, or you're welcome to come all the way up.
Okay.
Thank you.
My name is Andrew Kirk. I'm BW 1347. Usually we put this on new business. I assume you guys follow Robert's rule.
Yes.
So we have a motion for you guys. For the Village of Georgetown, Ohio, to volunteer recognize the Union IBW Local 1347 as the exclusive bargaining representatives for all full-time and part-time employees of the Electrical and Maintenance Department.
Okay, Joe.
Well, they can't make a motion, they're just suggesting.
Okay.
Okay, so you're suggesting that,
Yes.
oh, okay.
I assume you guys will table that. So next meeting, we'll have the discussion and vote.
If council decides to take it up, they certainly can. So,
Right.
Thank you. All right, let's see. Jay? Mr. Chief, anything for council? Ms. Montgomery?
No, I'm just here as an old crazy lady to say farewell to Mike. Won't miss him, but felt I needed to come.
Thank God, really?
Ms. Bean, would you like to address
Do you
council?
mind if I just stay seated
You
here?
can, the camera's gonna capture you either way.
Oh, really? That's great. Okay, I had a fall recently, and I have, as I just said, just made this up myself, I have a leg that looks like a bad piece of pottery. It has every color that is not in the rainbow. So standing up is sort of hard for me. It's this one, Joe, if you're wondering. I just wanted to address the issue of payment for council members. And I did spend a long time on the computer today. It gives you, you know, these artificial intelligence assistants are not very smart. And I was getting answers that went up to like $89,000. So I'm offering that to you if you would like to have $89,000 as your yearly salary. You're welcome. Would you like me to make a motion? No. However, what I did find out is that a typical yearly payment around here is around $2,775. And when I was on council many years ago, I think it was 2013, 2014, 2015, I didn't even realize there was pay. I wanted to be on council because I wanted to see changes in Georgetown. I felt it was one of the most backward places I had ever been. When I drove into town the first time, the theater had a big sign saying George Cagney was here. And I know that he was dead by that time because I went to his estate sale. So, you know, George Cagney may have been a hero in the 30s, but not in 2020 when I came here. So I wanted to do things for the theater, and I wanted to do things for the town and have activities here to draw attention. And I think in some ways I succeeded. It was very difficult work, as everybody in this council can attest. There's always somebody going the other way from what you want to do. And sometimes it's just easier to give up. And if you're making $79,000 a year, you probably would just say, okay, whatever you want. So I'm asking, suggesting, recommending that if there is to be an increase in pay for council members that remain in the 2,500 area, which I guess is what it is now. I know that you have committee meetings that you have to go to, you have public events that you have to attend because you've got to be there, right? You can't stay home when they're having a parade or something like that. That there be an extra stipend for events like that. I would like to recommend that there is a merit system so that council members who achieve a lot for the village are rewarded either with a monetary award or a place in the, I don't know, the Hall of Honor, if there is one. That some notice be taken of people and the positive things. People who do not just always argue against things. There's a great deal of negativity in Georgetown, which I'm sure every single one of you senses every time you walk out the door. There's something going on, you know, that you are not sure about. I'd like to blame this on the sun right now. You know, your fate is not in yourself but in your stars. So right now the sun is having an extremely active magnetic electric time. It is stimulating the whole earth, the whole cosmos, but in particular the thing that affects us is we seem to be having a lot more trouble than we used to have.
You have about 15 seconds, Susan.
My leg is my witness. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. All right, Delbert.
I'm good.
All right.
Hi, I'm Christy McElroy. I am the owner of Jay-Z Farms, who owns the farm behind the fairgrounds, where my brother-in-law and sister-in-law live. And we have been battling the water bill back there, it seems like for the past year. And I just want some clarification on, we were told that because we won't annex into the city that we get charged more for electric and water, and I just want some clarification on like the gallons it just makes no sense to me. Like I live in Mount Orb, and you know, so I have a lot of livestock out there, and I don't use near what they say we use back there, and there's no water leaks. We did have a water leak, we got it fixed. I just want some clarification on, do we get charged more because we won't annex into the city, or? There we go.
So the long and short, the long and short answer is yes. Travis, I'll let you address that. I figured.
So yeah, there is a higher rate if you're outside the village, and it's even higher if you're able to annex but choose not to. But you're still billed on the same gallons. There's no addition to the number of gallons.
No, I understand that, but, so, this is saying that they use 350 gallons.
No,
and
there's 2 zeros to that.
Okay,
So it's
there's-
35,000 gallons.
Okay, there's no way. Because I have 3 times as many head of livestock at my house, and I use 21,000 gallons.
Yeah, and that's what your usage had been until the last 3 months, and it went up considerably.
When we had the leak, yes it did.
So this may be a partial month where you're still recovering from that leak. Because you're
From
billed from
October to 25th, it was fixed mid-October.
Yeah. I mean, I would
So
see
can you
if
tell
you're-
me what the increase is since we don't go into the annex? Like what's the price difference per gallon?
125%.
I didn't hear you.
It's 125%.
More than what everyone else pays. Okay.
And if you have additional questions, Monday through Thursday, Travis is in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be happy to talk to you. And,
Okay.
you know, I don't know if they're coming out and checking. A lot of the meters have a leak detector on them, so we, that's a good way to make sure that there's still not a leak.
Yeah, they've been out to check it, and like we've checked all waters, like we literally have walked that entire property. And where it was leaking, that got fixed, and it was from where the water company changed the meter, but they said we had to fix it, so it cost me almost $5,000 to fix that.
So
But
it
anyway.
has a new meter, you're saying?
When did they put that new meter in?
last year sometime.
So yeah, that will, I mean, you'll see an
It runs
increase
all the
after you
time.
replace
It
the
won't
meter,
never shut
because
off.
meters slow down.
And I shut water off to
Okay.
everything and still it
Okay.
runs.
Alright, so you said I could come in,
Absolutely,
You
yeah.
I
can
can
call,
shut the meter
or
off.
you can come in, either way.
Okay.
Travis would be happy to sit down and work with you and
Okay.
kind of show
and
you.
what was that percentage again that we pay more?
It's 125% surcharge.
Okay,
Now, how would that work if, since we run cattle and we hunt and do all that, if they annex that in, is all that gone? Or do you grandfather in,
We have agricultural zoning, there would not be any change with that.
hunting or anything?
The hunting would be the only issue there, that you
Can't gun hunt.
can't gun hunt.
Can't
Okay, that won't work.
okay,
But you might be able to divide the parcels and annex half
Yeah.
where the cattle are and not the hunting area.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
not-
can
No.
do that, so. Okay,
So-
thank you, I just wanted to.
Kelly, can you send me Travis's number? Cause even if I shut that meter off at the meter and shut it off completely, that meter still runs.
Thank you, sir.
They can come out.
We mean shut it off.
Okay,
If
perfect.
you shut it off right before their meter, to shut the water off completely going into the meter, it still keeps running.
Oh, it's a meter.
Okay,
So,
Alright, thank you,
okay.
appreciate it.
thank you. Mr. Anderson?
Okay, my name is Mark Robert Anderson. I'll spend 3 seconds today. Kelly, you look amazing. You look like a supermodel. Anyway, that's on record too. I broke my
What's in that
speech
bottle?
up into, it's water, chief. I broke my speech up into 3 parts. Actions, charter, the policing of Georgetown. Actions. When I was on the village council, we talked about making Cherry Street, around the courthouse a one-way. I think that's a very good idea, cause it's a little crowded. Number 2, when I was on this council, we talked about how to slow the speed, at the back part of the park, the back entrance. I'm not big on speed cameras, but I can see where that would be a problem. Again, I'm not big on speed cameras, but I can see where that would be a problem because, no one's expecting fast cars to come that way. Number 3 would be abandoned buildings. I don't know, what the, ordinance is on abandoned buildings, but there are very many, well, not very many, there are a few abandoned buildings that I would think need to come down. The charter, whenever the charter is rewritten, I think if a person who is on council is going to try to get impeached and has that whole court thing, the defendant in criminal cases have a process called, the court process is called discovery, where both sides know the evidence that each side's going to use against each other. I would highly recommend, just in terms of fairness, that be somewhere in the charter where if someone's going to get impeached, that side knows the evidence or the alleged evidence or the court case, so that person can defend what is being alleged, just in terms of fairness.
Good point, Mark.
Also, I think it should be only full-time members that live in Georgetown 7 days a week are allowed to be on council, allowed to run on council. I know the state law says something different, which whatever, but if that's part of a charter, I think that would be good. Because if you live in Georgetown right now, 4 days a week, you could be on council. The other 3 days, you could be in Russellville. You're not a full-time member of Georgetown, therefore how do you know what's really going on in Georgetown? Also, I think the treasurer, when I was on council, I always talked to Natalie. And I know that wasn't supposed to be done, cause I was supposed to talk to the administrator, but I always talk to Natalie, cause you follow the money. I think, and Travis, this has nothing to do with you or anyone else, this has to do with a prior board I was on. I've been on many boards, that the treasurer directly is reportable to the council. Now the policing of Georgetown, a 250% raise for a council member. Wow, that's amazing to even be thought of. I mean, we're talking $250 a meeting times, I don't know, 2 meetings a month, that times 6 council members, that's $36,000 a year in council wages. Now, this goes back to the charter too. I would propose that if council wants a raise, they ask the taxpayer on a levy for that raise. I mean, a better idea to use for $36,000 for council a year, and Sean Enlow didn't know I was gonna say this, a statue of Sean Enlow. We'll go back, I mean, seriously, a statue of the police chief,
You have
and he didn't know I was gonna say
about
that.
15 seconds, Mark.
Okay, anyway, if anybody wants to know why I quit this council, it'll be in my memoirs, the memoirs of Mark Robert Anderson. I approve this message.
Can I state something to, a remark to that?
Thank you, Mark. Yes, go ahead.
I just would like to clarify that that wasn't a 250% increase, and anybody that's educated might realize that that's more like a 130% increase, and that's not triple compared to the time that it was raised in 2007. And again, I would also like to make the statement that that was for the seat, not the people that sat in the current seats.
Thank you. All right.
Someone give him a calculator.
All right, so we are moving on, and if you look at your agenda, we do have language on here for an executive session. Yes, if you're ready to go, you're more than welcome to. So we do have an executive session to go into, if someone could read that language.
I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22G1 to consider the compensation of a public employee or official.
Councilmember Campbell has properly made the motion to go into executive session. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilmember Jones. Travis, roll call.
Yes. They're not paying attention to what we're doing. Oops.
Campbell and Jones.
Okay. Campbell,
Yes.
Ring,
Yes.
Mays,
Yes.
Rocky,
Yes.
Pringle,
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Before we go into executive session, first of all, is there anybody additional that you want to bring into this executive session?
Yeah, like bring in Jay.
Jay, all right, so you're coming on council next month. I think that makes sense. Okay, so Jay, you're invited in. So we will actually go next door. You guys are more than welcome to stay here, so you don't have to move, Susan. I'm not sure on time, how long will be approximately, but I would say at least 15 to 20 minutes. And then we'll go through general business on the agenda after that, so.
We should have refreshments.
By the way, it's 21,000.